You're now drinking the wine of Zeus. And we're gonna talk about something. And this is mainly, you know, why y'all gotta understand why racist content won't thrive in 2026 beyond. Why racist content won't thrive in 2026 beyond. Yeah, it can go viral. It may catch a moment, but I'm gonna give y'all a little time to get in. Um, give y'all a little time to get in here, so y'all can understand that it's a new time. So things gotta happen in a new way. Things gotta happen in a new way. It's a new time, so things gotta happen in a new way, right? We all can go back and watch the old Michael Jackson movie, see him scream, be amazed, you know what I'm saying? See him moonwalk, see him dance, right, on screen. But one thing for sure, that it won't be Michael Jackson. It won't be Michael Jackson doing it. It's going to be somebody that looks like Michael Jackson doing it, but they ain't going to be Michael Jackson. So this should let you know that we in a new time, so things got to be done in a new way, right? Things got to be done in a new way. So whatever you building, if you call yourself a builder, if you call yourself a person that is, yeah, you're building, you know, whatever y'all masons or whatever y'all think y'all is, things have to happen in a new way. So I keep telling y'all this, and I'm trying to put it out there the best way I can for y'all to realize that this is what's happening. Okay? It won't thrive because ain't nobody jacking that shit. It ain't the old times no more. It won't thrive because ain't nobody jacking that shit. You in a new time period. Like I said, you can watch Michael Jackson moonwalk and spin and hee, but in today's time, but it ain't gonna be Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? It takes a group of spirits, a group of people to build something. Once we go through that cycle, you know what I'm saying, death, rebirth, and we refresh our mind, we come back with new ideas. Yeah, Michael Jackson was excited when he was here at things, but we also learn from his do's and don'ts. We also learn from the mishaps, and so you don't think that's going to happen with a person that has an ideology? You don't think that's going to happen with an ideology that came and went? So when we get to the agents and stuff, right, that be like racist online and things, this we only going to see these people, right? We're only going to see these people, right? Hold on, where the chat at? Where the chat? Let me turn it off. Turn it back on. No, I ain't trying. We only going to see these people thrive, right, in a certain way. We only gonna see Michael Jackson be able to hit that. So like when we go through the death, birth, and the rebirth cycle and things, that DNA that's passed down, that's within all of us. So the reason racism stopped on the extreme level because it was dumb. You get what I'm saying? It was dumb. It made no sense. So y'all trying to take it and bring it back. It's just like you just redoing the Michael Jackson movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people gonna fuck with it, but it ain't gonna be the same. So I don't care if you're a streamer, racist out here, you want to go out and antagonize people, whatever, you know, boom. Now, one of the main reasons why it won't thrive and shit like that is because religion has been, the curtain has been pulled back on religion. We have Pluto in Scorpio, we have Pluto in Sagittarius, Pluto in a Capricorn, now Pluto in Aquarius. Let me say it again. We have Pluto in Scorpio, we have Pluto in Sagittarius, we have Pluto in Capricorn, and Pluto in Aquarius. So that literally takes the curtain back from what. So we done seen this in many different ways play out. We know on one point of thing that of this topic that religion is basically colonization. It's been used to colonize. So when y'all start utilizing y'all words and offensive words towards another person, right? And y'all finna go and back it up with religion and shit like that. People gonna that's where people gonna start looking at you like you're a partner because it ain't no morality in that. We just about to see you using that for your insecurity, for your insecurity. This whoever it apply to, but we gonna see that you using that for your insecurity to be something. It's like you had your chance. You get what I'm saying? And you can't play the old fiddle song. You had your chance and you can't play the whole old fiddle song. It don't work no more. Now I can break this down in astrology. So even people that say they builders or something like that. Do you know do you know Saturn is in Aries? So you gotta be leading somebody somewhere. People gotta see your intent. Now it worked back in the day because when y'all was colonizing people over here, y'all was leading y'all people to survival. Y'all was leading y'all people to survival. And to now y'all people is good. They fat, you know what I'm saying? They rich. Ain't nobody trying to fight in no position where they feel comfortable in a sense of just regular life shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the American way, baby. So people ain't jacking that shit because it's no intent. It's no real intent right now, but personal insecurity or whatever. You can't be personally satisfied with your life. You can't be personally satisfied with, your day to day. You know what I'm saying? And whatnot. And then if you got to create narratives around it, you got to create narratives around it. This is where it comes into. See somebody say, "Oh, I'm pretty sure those people were building cultivated civilization." Yeah, I'm pretty sure nobody arguing that they wasn't building and cultivating civilization or whatever, but it was built off trying to survive, not them having a place of survival. You get what I'm saying? They had to want to survive. So the people that's coming in that spirit now that's trying to be racist towards other people and shit like that, they don't have the same motivation. You get what I'm saying? They're not going to have the same motivation. The motivation was it was a free for all. You could kill whoever you wanted to. You could lie how you wanted to. You could still. There's too much police out here. Asian man police, Indian man police. You don't think it's everybody waiting for another motherfucker that's in a position to slip and fall so they can take their spot? So that's why it's not going to thrive. You get what I'm saying? That's why it's not going to thrive. He said everything anyone does ever to survive. Though, yes, you're right. Everything is something, but it still has to be the intent. Like, right? Like somebody could. It's the motivation level. The motivation level not the same. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, if I'm in a position where I'm a little bit more stable and safe, I'm not gonna be motivated to go as crazy as I am in a space where I'm fighting for my fucking life. That's the fight or flight mode that y'all was in. You get what I'm saying? So it's not that no more. Y'all got nice houses, y'all got nice jobs, y'all got nice, you know what I'm saying, family and friends and shit like that. Ain't nobody jacking no racist content. Ain't nobody jacking no racist content. Ain't nobody doing that. And y'all, that's over with. That's over with. He said again, who is y'all? This whoever it apply to. My audience, you don't welcome to my channel. You get what I'm saying? This whoever it apply to. You get what I'm saying? So you know, the motherfuckers 9 times out of 10 know who it applies to and shit like that. We ain't gotta say no names. That way we can address the whole energy. You get what I'm saying? It's a whole energy. It's about the people who doing it. It's about the people who finna get motivated to do it. That's not finna succeed. It's about a lot of people. You seem to talk about a specific group of people. I'm talking about the people though. It's about people who motivating to do racist content. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. It ain't nobody jacking that shit, bro. Now you may get some fake views and shit like that. You may get some fake views and stuff like that. They want to put you on some fake views and shit. But y'all just seeing. I'm saying Trump even had to put that shit down. I'm saying, and it's not me picking a side and shit like that. I don't. And this ain't saying I support Trump's side. This ain't where he going with politics and things. And this ain't saying that I'm supporting you're making rich content now, homie. That's how's it now. I sound racist. That's crazy. That's funny. That's funny. That is hilarious actually. But yeah, I'm just saying though. So it's just you got to deal with your own personal insecurities first. It's about creativity. You get what I'm saying? It's about creativity, and the world needs something new. Like the world needs something creative for it to follow. Because at the end of the day, people like to get led somewhere, right? If we seeing we finna get led to the same cycle and shit like that, it ain't finna be no new trees. It ain't finna be no new fruits that go from the trees. You know what I'm saying? It ain't finna be, then we just chasing desires and things. And a lot of the energies in the world, we got Saturn and Aries and shit like that. So this is pointing us into a new direction. You know what I'm saying? We're already motivated to be a new version of something. You know what I'm saying? A new version. That's why we in the world we are now. You know what I'm saying? This ain't never happened before. You ain't never seen this side of America. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said I like my glasses. I appreciate it. You ain't never seen this. And not saying that there can be improvement, but on a percentage level, you still gonna get more love and appreciation when you know how to bring something together and you do something new and shit like that. I'm telling you, everybody is in it for themselves. You're not gonna get nobody on your team and shit like that now. You gotta be so you look, you on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Look, you on my channel. So it look like you eat my motherfucking fruits right now. And if you don't like the taste, go to another tree. You feel me? Go to a motherfucking another tree. This ain't about you, bitch ass. I ain't gonna call you out your name, man. I'm just joking with you, man. That shit, man. I don't know who you are, but shout you out and shit. But yeah, go to another tree if you don't like my fruits and shit like that. But essentially, like I'm saying, man, ain't nobody jacking that shit. So look, we got to start somewhere new. You know what I'm saying? We got to start from a new space, and we might not have all the answers to what that looked like, but it still can lead to us all getting along with having our self be fulfilled in some way. You get what I'm saying? It ain't gotta be let's try to trash out one type of person or one type of ethnicity or background or something like that to be fulfilled. Y'all see that don't work. It's about 100 years later, and y'all still 300, whatever. Y'all still unfulfilled. Y'all got to start all over. Like you got to play the game from level one. Nah, man, that's trash. That's a trash game. Understand that while you were in that space in general, because you wanted to lie, you wanted to steal, you wanted to survive. You don't have to do that anymore. You can go get a job. You can use your use privilege. You know what I'm saying? Whether you white man, whether you foreign man, whether you black man or whatever, hey, you don't gotta block nobody. You don't gotta block nobody, and it ain't gonna thrive until you. You know, he said, "Dude, means we need to help the world. Let's all help the world. We can bring everyone together. We can make money trees because we spread the word. We can make more trees." Yeah, I mean, it's something like that. You know, it's something like that. But it's really common sense, though. All you gotta do is just look at life, and life will tell you, like, okay, that would make sense, right? That would make sense. So at this point, we just kind of seeing that type of content fizzle out. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing like the last getting the grips of it don't work no more. You know what I'm saying? Uh, we're seeing that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because don't nobody. I told y'all this back in 2025. Don't nobody want to be racist no more. Like don't nobody want to be. It's only gonna lead to y'all trying to back up y'all religion, and religion has been debunked. Religion has been debunked so many ways, only to prove that y'all used it for survival, for whatever y'all tried. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to live somewhere. Y'all needing a sense of belonging and stuff like that, and y'all justifying the wrongdoings and shit like that. Okay, so y'all don't even have the same means to even. My bad. Y'all don't even have the same means to even motivate yourself in that way for real. So it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. There's too many foreigners over here. Y'all done let too many foreigners over here. Y'all done gave too many foreigners too many positions and shit like that. And really, y'all best bet is now coming together with the freedmen. You know what I'm saying? With the Native Americans, and y'all fighting for America in that way, fighting for independence because y'all already established a decent type of economy. You know what I'm saying? Especially these last, about decade or so or something like that, with y'all, amplifying some and more of the voices in the communities that's indigenous and, relative to that. Y'all doing good in that. Y'all see that's what most of y'all sauce come from. It ain't no sauce in y'all and y'all using yourselves or y'all ideologies no more. That was survival. That wasn't no motherfucking. That wasn't no God in that. It wasn't no honor in that. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no integrity in that. It wasn't none. So you gotta understand, like things move on. Things move on, and we in Taurus season right now. So we all questioning, what is being supported. We all trying to see what is actually being supported. What's actually making us grow. You know what I'm saying? And right now, Moon and Pisces. So we're coming to emotional conclusions of that. You know what I'm saying? We're getting out of the delusion of what's about to be supported. Everything ain't about to be supported. So we got to leave this where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing new gonna sprout unless you do something yourself. You be about it. You know what I'm saying? It won't thrive. It's outdated. It's outdated, y'all. I'm sorry. It's funny though, it's funny. It's funny. Like some of the videos funny and shit like that. Some of the videos funny. But even the feds gonna stop that shit. You know why? Because the feds already know that if they allow y'all to go to extreme with that shit, then they're gonna have to blow the way that they make money. And they make money by the civilization being what it is, civilized how it is, being put together type shit. So they gonna stop y'all in y'all tracks too, because they know that at the end of the day, they not moral. So it's not religion. It's gonna be religion. It ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be. They already know, like on some level, religion is being debunked, and y'all pushing that is gonna give a new platform to people that can do that in a matter of seconds. You get what I'm saying? Y'all gonna make a pathway for that type of energy to be y'all energy to be challenged, and then that give other types of situations and circumstances, you know, power and stuff that they don't necessarily want to happen. You know, what's going on? Someone white man, black man, yellow man. Hold on. All right, yeah. So yeah, the Fed's not even jacking that shit. They gonna stop y'all because they already making money, a certain money, and y'all gonna stop their money flow. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stopping their money flow and shit like that is doing them a disservice and things because y'all about to put some retarded shit. They yeah, but that's the moral of the story, y'all. Uh, we'll probably get into this more and more, but it's good. Y'all can wrap it up. It's KLT the Spirit Coach.